You say, "It was nothing." You laugh it off. You change the subject. Someone looks at you and says, "You did that really well." And instead of feeling proud, you feel exposed. Your chest tightens. Your mind searches for a flaw. You rush to shrink the moment before it grows too big. Why does something positive feel uncomfortable? Why does praise feel heavier than criticism? You might think it's humility, or modesty, or just your personality. But notice what actually happens. When someone compliments you, your brain doesn't simply process words. It scans for danger. You replay what you did. You look for mistakes they might have missed. You prepare a defense in case they change their mind later. And if the compliment is about who you are, not just what you did, it feels even worse. You're so confident. You're really smart. You're a good person. Those don't land softly. They feel like expectations. So you deflect. You downgrade yourself. You return to neutral ground, because neutral feels safe. Over time, this shapes your identity. You stop internalizing praise. You remember criticism in high definition. You build a self-image based on your worst moments, not your best ones. And here's the quiet cost. If you can't accept positive feedback, you can't update your identity. You stay loyal to an outdated version of yourself. But why would your brain do that? To understand this, you have to see something important. Your brain is not built to make you confident. It's built to make you consistent. In psychology, there's a concept called self-concept maintenance. Your brain works hard to keep your identity stable. Think of your identity like a thermostat. It has a set temperature, a baseline belief about who you are. Maybe it's, "I'm average." Maybe it's, "I'm not that talented." Maybe it's, "I'm not enough." When someone gives you a compliment that sits above that temperature, your system reacts. Not because it's false, but because it's inconsistent. The brain relies on prediction to feel safe. It constantly asks, "Does this fit what I already know?" If your self-concept says, "I'm not that impressive," and someone says, "You're amazing at this," your brain experiences cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is psychological discomfort caused by conflicting beliefs. Belief 1, "I'm not that good." Belief 2, "I did something really good." Instead of upgrading belief 1, the brain often rejects belief 2, because changing your identity takes more energy than dismissing a compliment. So you say, "It wasn't a big deal," and the discomfort fades. But there's more. If you grew up in an environment where praise was inconsistent, exaggerated, or tied to performance, your nervous system may have learned something subtle. Praise equals pressure. In behavioral psychology, this connects to reinforcement patterns. If love or approval only showed up when you performed well, your brain linked achievement with safety. So compliments don't feel like warmth, they feel like a contract. If I'm good, I have to stay good. If they think I'm smart, I can't mess up. If they see me as kind, I can't have bad days. Your amygdala, the part of the brain that detects threat, doesn't differentiate between physical danger and social risk very well. Social evaluation lights it up. So when someone compliments you, your brain quietly asks, "What if I can't live up to this? What if they see the real me? What if this gets taken away?" And here's the hidden contradiction. You want to be seen, but you don't want to be evaluated. Compliments make you visible. Visibility feels risky. So your brain chooses safety over expansion. This is not a character flaw. It's an adaptation. At some point, minimizing yourself probably protected you. If you didn't stand out, you avoided envy. If you didn't accept praise, you avoided pressure. If you stayed small, you stayed safe. Your nervous system learned downplay to survive. And it worked. The problem is, your brain doesn't automatically update survival strategies when the environment changes. It keeps running old code. Now, here's the part most people skip. You don't fix this by forcing yourself to say thank you with confidence. You change it by gently updating your internal model. So, let's walk through a framework that works with your brain, not against it. First, pause before you deflect. When someone compliments you, notice the impulse to shrink. Don't fight it, just observe it.
This works because awareness activates your prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, which helps regulate the emotional alarm system. Instead of reacting automatically, you create a gap. For example, someone says, "That presentation was really clear." You feel the urge to say, "I was just lucky." Instead, you pause for 2 seconds. That pause interrupts the old neural pathway. Second, separate identity from performance. Your brain fears praise because it feels permanent. So mentally shift from "I am amazing" to "I did something well." This reduces cognitive dissonance. In cognitive science, this is called flexible attribution. You're acknowledging behavior, not locking yourself into an identity contract. For example, instead of thinking, "Now they expect me to always be this good," you think, "In this moment, I handled it well." That feels lighter, and your nervous system